Sådär. Oh, hello. Oh God. Welcome back to Please Don't Livestream. I'm sorry you can't see our faces right now. And that is because, like we've been saying for a while now, oh, well, since last week, we're doing a live commentary track here tonight on Please Don't Livestream. And since we are celebrating 1989, the best year of all time, we are going to do a live commentary track for Back to the Future Part 2, one of the greatest sequels of all time. Yeah, so obviously we can't show you the movie, but if you have it on DVD or Blu-ray, or you have it digitally downloaded, legally of course, you can watch it along with us. So we're not gonna, and we're not gonna engage with the chat, obviously, because we don't want to ruin this for the archived version. So it's just going to be us talking about the movie, our experience with the movie, some trivia, and hopefully you'll enjoy it. But let's not drag this out anymore. Let's start the movie. Are you ready, Christopher?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right. Be sure also, Christopher, just to have your sound a little lower so I don't pick it up too much.
All right.
Yeah. If everyone's ready, we can start the movie in 3, 2, 1, click. There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the movie. Oh, and just quickly before it actually starts, we're just starting it right from the beginning, so no skipping in intro scenes or anything.
Yeah. So Universal logo right now.
Yes, and now we see Steven Spielberg's name, I think, in a second. There
we go.
Yeah. Right. So, Back to the Future. Let's talk quickly about Back to the Future 1, since we're gonna have the end scene of Back to the Future here.
Mm-hmm.
What is your opinion on Back to the Future?
I mean, it's such a controversial opinion. It's great. It's one of those movies that's I would put it in the category of a perfect movie.
Yeah, I agree.
There's not much you can actually change from it. It's really tight. Every second is used. It's just a great movie and really enjoyable.
Yeah,
of course.
I concur. First little trivia here, though. This is a new actress playing the girlfriend. I can't remember her name. It's Elizabeth Shue, because the original actress, whom I can't remember the name of either, she quit acting. I think she did a few more things, but then she just decided to live a normal life. So they had to get another actress for the girlfriend part here. Jennifer is her name, the character. And of course here we have, this is the end of the first movie, which was not supposed to be like a lead into a sequel. It was just supposed to be a fun little gag at the end, like, oh, he's been to the future now.
Yeah, I read that the director, he said that if he knew there would be a sequel, he would not put her in the car.
Exactly, and that's why they kind of get rid of her pretty quickly. And
yeah, it's kind of weird, really, how they just dismiss her. She's asleep most of the movie.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, they could have come up with a better way to write her out, I'd say.
Yeah, I mean, she does.
Or just giving her a bigger role.
Yeah, definitely. Oh my God, I think I just saw the camera in the license plate of the car. I never thought of that before. I think I saw it. Anyway, because it's reflective. Oh, and here's Biff, the weird Biff. Yeah, quickly. I can't remember his name now. The guy who plays Biff Tannen. He's probably my favorite in this movie. He plays so many different characters.
Yeah.
I mean, he plays Biff as this version, the old Biff. He plays Griff, and then he plays alternate version of Biff. Thomas F. Wilson is his name.
And also young, evil Biff.
Oh right, yeah, the most evil bad guy in a movie ever. He's just pure evil. Yeah. We'll talk more about that in the scene where he takes the ball from the kids. Oh my God, it's so evil. What were we talking about? Oh yeah, the fact that they weren't going to make it a sequel, or they weren't going to make a sequel. So the Jennifer character gets kind of put to the side. She's not really important for the story. However, she does have one of the best scenes in the movie where she runs into herself in the house. And
Right.
younger Jennifer says, "I'm old," and older Jennifer says, "I'm young," and they both pass out.
Yeah, they pass out like almost the exact same way.
Yeah. It's fun. I think that's really funny.
Yeah.
And her character, like, it's not a like great use of her character, but having her hear the whole conversation later in the house when Marty McFly gets fired, and how he interacts with his kids and his parents and all that. It's good to have like a fish out of water character there for that moment, I think.
Yeah, but it's such a brief moment that it's
Yeah.
it's more like, yeah, okay, we have her, we have to find something for her to do, without really making it that good. I mean, it's a cool scene and all, but she could have a lot of rewrites could have been done.
Yes, and I mean, I know Robert Zemeckis, like, in the commentary, the official commentary for this, actually said, like, we just needed to find a way to get rid of her. It's like, oh, damn it. Oh, and funny here, we're in October 21st, 2015. Let's briefly discuss how right they got the future.
Well, yeah, I mean, they got a few things right, but mostly because we created them because of the movie.
Yeah.
Like the shoes and even the hoverboard in some extent.
Yeah, even though this hoverboard is a little cooler. But
Yeah,
that is also a great trivia, that after the movie was released, or even maybe before, and they got their hands on the script, because I think it was FBI or some sort of government person knocked on Robert Zemeckis' door and asked him how he knew about fusion power, which they used.
Oh, really?
The Mr. Fusion generator on the car.
Yeah.
Fusion wasn't really a thing.
Okay.
For like personal use, and it still really isn't.
No.
But it's something that they were developing, so they were like, "How did you know? We'd like to talk to you, Mr. Zemeckis." It was just like a happy accident. Like, oh, we use nuclear power to power cities. How about we power cars with it in the future? So that kind of stuff, works. But yeah, the rest of that future, not really.
No, I mean, the weather service is not this great.
Nope, it's almost worse now than before.
And no flying cars, obviously.
No, unfortunately. This is a great shot, though. It's just it's such a simple thing. It's just on a crane, but just showing it actually land and them stepping out, it adds so much because it's an actual flying car. I like those little touches. Oh, and here's the weather service. Yeah. It's not 5 seconds, though. That annoyed me. I've counted it 7 seconds. And it says, right on the dot. And I'm like, no, it wasn't, doctor. But anyway. Right on the tick, right. But yeah, they kind of, I want to say, they kind of predicted 3D movies, but that kind of died out, though.
Well, I mean, isn't it, like, still a big thing, 3D movies? Or...
It's mostly Disney who just wants to hike up prices for tickets.
I never go watch any 3D movies, so I have no clue if they even exist.
I used to be a big defender of 3D because I think when it's used properly, I think it's a fun addition to the movie. But after a while, it just became a cash grab, so I've even stopped watching movies in 3D.
Isn't there like only about 7 movies actually filmed with 3D cameras?
Mm-hmm. Something like that. Very small. The rest are just converted from 2D to 3D. And that sucks because you can obviously spot it.
And one of those movies are Jackass.
No, Jackass 3 is actually filmed in 3D.
Yeah, which is weird. That's one of the like 7 movies ever.
Yeah. Just quick tangent. I watched that in 3D on the big screen, on the silver screen, and it was amazing. Absolutely amazing. That's how 3D should be used. But let's get back to the Future. Ooh, Back to the Future.
I would say some of the fashion things aren't that far off though.
No,
with the colors and stuff, with the weird clothes. I mean, some of them are kind of on point.
And how they figured that much of like the future's style would be kind of retro inspired. Like he's
Yeah.
wearing a typical baseball jacket here.
Mm-hmm.
No, not a baseball jacket. Whatever it's called. Bomber jacket.
Mm.
I think like the style we have nowadays is more like early '80s maybe inspired, but it's
Yeah.
still they still like knew that retro would be a thing.
Yeah, and I'd say the '80s cafe also is. You could see that today,
Oh
not
yeah.
not with the like robots and the things, but the design of the place.
Oh
With
yeah, definitely.
this weird, uh, nostalgic, nostalgic feeling from a an '80s that never existed.
Yeah, exactly. Like he says here, it's one of those retro places, but it's done bad. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
done wrong. Yeah. And here, yeah, here we have them just physically and literally just removing Elizabeth Shue from the movie. There,
Yeah.
she's gone. Oh,
Oh,
and it's
yeah.
bad. I like Elizabeth Shue.
Yeah, I mean, the little we see, she's great in this movie. So.
Yeah,
And the character has a lot of potential.
yeah. And here, this is where the plot really kicks in when we find out about his kid, his son and his daughter.
Yeah.
And from this point on, the movie's very stressful. Like, there's really no like downtime. Maybe when he wakes up later in the alternate universe. But like mostly from Doc Brown, the movie you get this feeling that they have so little time to do all of this. And I think it works great. Like that time is something that they don't really have enough of, even though they have a goddamn time machine.
Yeah. And it's not really explained why it's so. Why he's always cutting it so close. Doc Brown, that is.
Yeah, exactly. Why didn't they land like 2 hours earlier or something?
No, we are gonna like 5 minutes before.
Yeah, he screams, "Damn,
Why?
I'm late! Why are you late? You have a time machine! You can control time, dude!" Oh well. But it works. You don't really think about it, unless you like
Yeah.
sit down and nitpick. It just
Yeah.
it just works for them. I mean, I guess it's kind of like they're kind of playing with the concept of time. I don't know, maybe something like that, because the movie is very centered around the concept of time. And here we have Hill Valley, which is all a physical set. I guess there could be some like matte paintings way in the background, but all the buildings, all the streets, everything is just physical stuff, and that's really nice to see. It does have this feeling of being a fake town. It kind of looks like a fake town, but I still like it.
Yeah, it does. But I don't have anything against it.
No, exactly. But it's kind of funny. Well, a little later when he when the hoverboard chase starts, you quickly realize that this like town square or whatever is the only set they have, because they keep going round and round and round instead of going into other streets. It's a little funny.
Yeah, we never got a Jaws 19.
Well, I was going to say unfortunately, no. I would say, yeah, fortunately, because the other Jaws we did get were not that good.
How many Jaws are there? Like 5?
There are 4,
4.
but there
All right.
should really be 1.
Oh yeah.
Because the other ones are trash. Well, I've not seen all of them, but Jaws 2 and 3 are terrible.
Yeah, I think I see like 1 and 4 or something like that.
Yeah. Oh, and that was a little trivia we missed. The director says directed by Max Spielberg, which I think is the name of Steven Spielberg's son, or one of them.
Oh, okay.
So, and here we're introduced to the Grace Sports Almanac.
And I mean, this is also really. You can see that those shops exist today.
Oh yeah, they just sell
That's
old
exactly
crap.
like that.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, and who do we have? Well, we'll see him better later, but little kid there on the left, that was one Elijah
Frodo.
Wood. One Frodo. I don't know, their faces are so weird.
Isn't this
screens.
supposed to be like AI or like
Yeah, I think
not the
it's-
real people?
This is from '89, so I think Max Headroom had already happened. The whole Max Headroom incident. So I think it's kind of just supposed to be designed like Max Headroom, like slightly over-exaggerated features, facial features.
Yeah.
And here's a big callback to the first movie. He just wants a Pepsi.
Yeah.
Like,
But it doesn't say Pepsi free, which is weird. I think it should say Pepsi free.
yeah. No, this is
Put it in the
Pepsi
first one.
perfect. Oh, and here's old Biff.
Yeah.
He's like I said before, Thomas Wilson does the
Mm.
best job in this movie.
Yeah.
He like every character he plays just choose the scenery so wonderfully. Oh my god.
Think, McFly, think. Your old man, Mr. Loser.
Well, now I'm just watching the movie.
But yeah. But one thing I was thinking about in this timeline it seems like the Biff family or the Tanner family that they're kind of rich.
I don't know.
Because I mean, he has a cane with a gold handle, and Griff has like these super fancy toys.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, that could, but I this is supposed to be the future from the 1985 we saw at the end of
Yeah.
the first movie. So
Yeah, and also, why did he became bad again?
wait, who?
'Cause- Yeah, Biff, because he became sort of nice, weird Biff.
Yeah.
This is supposed to be weird Biff.
I think that's again, since this was not a planned sequel. I think they just wanted to bring back the Griff we remember from the first movie, and the Griff we remember from the first movie is the bully, the mean guy. So they kind of just brought him back instead of the weird squirrely Biff from the end of the first movie. There we have Elijah Wood,
Yeah.
and this is a reference to the third movie, or they're foreshadowing the third movie.
There's a lot of foreshadowing I noticed.
Yeah, because the third movie was planned when they did this one. So there's a lot that they mentioned the Old West. They do this. He throws once again too far into the movie, but he throws the like ashtray in the alternate universe. He throws an ashtray at Biff, kind of like he throws the pie plates in the third movie. It becomes crispy. So there's definitely more like foreshadowing in this one than there is like callbacks. It's kind of it's equal, I think. And this is of course this is a callback to the first movie when they beat up George McFly. There's it's kind of interesting, like how I usually dislike when sequels just redo what the first movie did to kind of cash in on it. But in this movie, that's basically the movie. Like all it does is just remake the first movie, but with a time travel twist.
Well, at least the first half. The second half, when they're actually in 1955, I'd say it doesn't remake it because it's parallel. But yeah, these parts definitely is the exact same as the first one.
But it does work because I don't know, as a fun like reference to the first movie, but also kind of once again kind of playing with the concept of time, that time may be circular. Yes. That history kind of repeats itself. I don't know. It's interesting, and it feels it feels like it's more than just copying the first movie.
No.
No.
I just love how weird he speaks. Griff.
Yeah. He talks like this all the time. He sounds like Bobcat Goldthwait a little bit. Oh, and this is good. When it first extends and then just a beep a little more. There. I love that. Oh yeah, and the whole chicken thing wasn't a thing in the first movie.
No, that's
just setting up for the third movie.
Yeah, and I think they need to give him some flaws because he didn't really have any in the first one.
Yeah, and that's kind of a great thing. He's a very flawed character.
In this one, yeah.
In this one, yeah.
No.
Yeah, in the first movie, he's more of a supporting character, or he's supposed to be. And George McFly is supposed to be the main character. He's kind of supposed to be the fish out of water. And this one is more focused on him. I know that was actually not planned, but it became a theme of the movies. The first one was about George McFly. This one is about Marty McFly, because it's all about his future and past, I suppose. And then the third one was supposed to focus, or it does focus on what is his name? Doc Brown.
Yeah, Doc Brown. Yeah,
Mac Brown.
Mac Brown.
Mac Brown. Yeah, and here's that chase where they just go round and round and round, and they never leave this town square because there's no city outside of this. I mean, it's not like it ruins the excitement or anything. It's just something you think of when you've seen this movie a couple of times. That, man, they never leave this this like roundabout. And this is also something I noticed yesterday. This is the first. Oh yeah, there's and when they introduced the pit bull later. Anyway, this is the first like proper like action scene, because this is supposed to be like not an action movie but an adventure movie, an adventure comedy. But after this scene, there's not another like adventure scene for another like 40 minutes or something. There's a lot of I don't really know what. It's so much like there's so many like plot things that are going on. They don't really have time for
and it really
other stuff.
All the future things, everything in the future feels like setup for the rest of the movie. It's such a long setup.
Yeah.
To put them in this situation.
Yeah, it's all set up for the alternate version of 1985. And how they have to go back to 1955 to stop that alternate version. Yeah. But it works.
Yeah.
Definitely. Oh, and I don't know if you noticed, there were some issues with the what do you call it? The editing there. When the pit bull falls out of the suitcase or whatever, it kind of morphs from. Yeah. It changes size. It's kind of weird.
Yeah, from like CGI to.
Yeah. Oh, but speaking of like all the optical effects in this movie, they're like perfect. You never notice that it's like optical or green screen effects.
Oh no, you notice a lot of them.
I mean, even watching this on Blu-ray, like I did yesterday. Sure, I notice it, but I mean, the movie's from 1989, and now it's polished up in 1080p.
It's really good.
I think it's amazing how good it looks.
It's really good, and it's never out of place. You're never taken out of the movie, but you can see it. But they use it very sparingly and very cleverly.
Yeah. Okay, I should mention that. You definitely see it on like vehicles and stuff. Like in the beginning, when all the flying cars, you definitely notice it there. But whenever Michael J. Fox interacts with himself, when he plays like almost every member of his own family, I don't really think about it. Maybe if I really look, I notice it. But I know it's just so seamless. One thing here, I want to ask you. This guy who asks him for money for the charity thing, he's obviously in old age makeup.
Yeah.
It's not an actual old guy. So I'm guessing it's supposed to be a character from the first movie? I mean, from 1985 in the first movie? Do you have any idea who that is? I haven't looked it up.
No.
Who is that supposed to be?
The first thing I was thinking of, because in the first one, they're also asked for money.
Yeah, but that's by an old lady.
Yeah, that's a lady. So
I don't know who that's supposed to
be.
Dust repelling papers. Yeah. And here is the one thing I'm not gonna say everyone, but I know I would do if I was able to travel back and forth in time.
Yeah.
Just find out how to make money.
Money.
How can I bet money on and win every time?
Yeah.
There must be a way.
Yeah, I it's just a thought experiment that I think about sometimes. If you got a time machine.
Yeah.
If you had a time machine, if you went anywhere else than like during your lifetime, you will be like how would you survive? How would you live?
Yeah.
Like if you went back to 1880, how would you do anything? How would you buy food?
Yeah, because
I mean,
you'd have future money, so it
yeah.
wouldn't work.
So how would you do? So you need to get money, but how would you get money?
Ooh, well, oh, and here they changed the
Yeah.
newspaper. Oh, you kind of notice that they like slowed down the hands to make it match. Excuse me. Well, one thing I just thought of it right now. Before you leave, oh, that's good because he screams it, and you saw it in the newspaper. Before you leave, you buy a bunch of gold.
Yeah, but okay. So you have a time machine now.
Yeah.
How much gold could you buy?
Oh, I couldn't buy that much.
Yeah.
A couple of grams.
Yeah.
Okay.
Gold?
Well, if I had more money, ooh, I'd take out like one of those telephone loans, SMS loan. And then it was just
Yeah,
buy a
okay.
bunch of gold and then just go buy and go to the 1800s.
By the way, I checked it. I looked it up.
Yeah.
The guy who asked for money.
Mm.
He's a mechanic. A mechanic from 1955.
It is him.
Yeah.
I was not at all sure, but yeah, the mechanic we see later in the movie, I thought it could be him, but I was not at all
Yeah.
sure. Okay, it is him. Okay,
That's the
that
guy.
makes sense.
Oh.
Okay. Oh, and here the surf ad sign in the background there. It says Surf Vietnam. I want that to be a reference for Apocalypse Now, but I don't think it is because they do surf in Vietnam in that movie.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. Maybe. Maybe.
I mean, it could be.
Spielberg is involved, and he was involved in that whole movement. Yeah, all of this. I wonder, like, because now the story focuses on Jennifer's character for a little while. If she wasn't in the movie, would it have gone straight to Biff getting the book here? Do you think all this is just kind of a
No,
no? Because it
they
does.
No, because they knew she was in it, so they wrote things around it.
Well,
But
that's true.
if she wasn't in there, I would think that they would have probably sort of the same thing right here, but instead they need to get to his house to get
Yeah.
something there from there.
Here's a bad.
I mean, if you look at that CGI,
yeah, that's pretty bad optical effect. Yeah, and
Yeah.
the smoke here.
yeah, but it doesn't take anything out of the movie.
Oh, no,
It's
definitely.
not-
And it looks better the closer it gets to the camera.
Yeah.
Which is kind of weird. Oh, yeah, the skyway is jammed. I thought about that too. Why don't they just follow the cop car? And they'll get there at the exact same time. The cop
Yeah.
car, they can't really flash their sirens just to go leave someone at their house, so
Mm,
I don't know.
but I mean, maybe you don't want to follow a cop car.
That's true, that's true. And here, yes. He's so delightfully evil. I love Biff Tannen. Oh, this is also kind of funny. This is the same place they live in the first movie, Hilldale, but I call it Lion Estates then. And now when the cops step out, like, oh, a breeding ground for some sort of future words for junkies and drifters and lowlives. But it looks like a nice, like, middle class neighborhood. I don't know. I don't know. That's kind of weird. Or maybe it's like in the future, this kind of thing is like lower class because of inflation. I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, here now the movie focuses on Elizabeth Shue for the only time it does. Like for like 5 minutes, this is the Elizabeth Shue movie, which is nice. Well, still, Michael J. Fox still has more screen time because he plays every character, but.
All right, so
Oh yeah, I started watching the movie again.
I was just looking with the Terry, as he's called, the mechanic and also the guy.
Mm-hmm.
So apparently there's a deleted scene
Oh.
Where uh, he when he's in old makeup, he talks to old Biff,
Oh, okay.
and he reminds Biff about the car bill that the mechanic gave him,
Yeah.
and that's why Biff goes back to that exact moment because he's reminded of that bill and that date.
That makes sense.
So that's why they put him in old makeup and use that character, but they cut out the reason for it, sort of. So,
Yeah,
but,
but
that was the thought about it behind
yeah,
it.
but then it still kind of works because
Yeah.
that moment, like he says, it's sort of like a connection point for all time space continuum,
Yeah.
or it's just a great coincidence.
Yeah. Also, which I didn't know, that guy, that actor, Charles Fleischer, he made the voice
Oh
of
yeah, Roger
Roger
Rabbit,
Rabbit.
right? Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
it's Charles Fleischer. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's also the sleep doctor in the first Nightmare on Elm Street movie.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
That's yeah.
it's Charles
Yeah.
Fleischer for some reason.
Well,
Wait, was he? He's the guy in the old age makeup.
yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Terry the mechanic.
Right. And he
Yeah.
plays him as the young version as well in the 1950s.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fun fact here: the old George McFly there, that's not actually Crispin Glover.
Less fun fact: Crispin Glover sued them for that,
Yes.
for likeness. Apparently, that changes some rule in the Actors Guild after
Okay.
this incident, where the Actors Guild put in a rule that it's not allowed to portray another actor without their consent,
Yeah. Okay.
which wasn't the rule by at this point
So if
until that.
an actor can't come back for a role, and
Yeah.
they recast it, they have to have the first actor's consent.
No, not if they're casted, but if they put makeup on him to look as the old actor.
Okay.
Yeah.
So like I don't know in The Dark Knight
Yeah.
they replace whatever her name is with Maggie Gyllenhaal.
Yeah.
So they don't try to make her look like whatever her name is.
Oh, what is it?
What is she called? Tom
Tom
Cruise's
Cruise's
ex-wife.
ex? Yeah.
Yikes.
Oh,
Well, yes. So that's
yeah.
they don't have to have her consent to do that because they don't
No,
look like
but
her. Oh, okay.
no. So, but here they actually tried to make look like Crispin Glover.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And it's, I don't know, yeah, it's too bad because I think Crispin Glover, he's a great actor, and he brings a lot to that role, and it's sad.
Oh, yeah.
he didn't want to come back for the second one. But
Do you know why? You remember?
I don't remember exactly why.
It's because he was very against the ending of the first movie.
Oh, okay. I didn't know
He thought it diminished the entire movie that the McFlys got rich at the end.
that. What?
Yeah, he thought that he thought that meant that the moral of the story was money brings happiness, and he was very against that.
Well, that's not exactly what it's
moral.
about.
No, but that's how he interpreted
Yeah, I
it.
know.
So.
I mean, I also interpreted that the money is just a bonus of him being more like sure about himself, being
Yeah.
more confident.
Yeah, exactly.
That's why he wrote the book and all that. The money's
I
just a
see it.
bonus.
Yeah, I see it as that too. That
Yeah.
good money comes to good people who are good.
Yeah,
So-
but Crispin Glover is kind of a weird guy. So
Oh yeah, definitely.
especially around that time,
Yeah, yeah.
it's a lot of
But-
illicit drugs being used. Oh my god,
Hmm.
here we go. And he just knows how to
Yeah.
go to another time in a time machine.
I mean, I can get it that he can drive a flying car
Sure.
because he lives in this world.
Yeah.
So, but but he knows that he has to go to 88 miles per hour, and
Well, I guess
all
you can
those
just
things.
hit the gas. But yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, it's not that you have to turn the time circuits,
Yeah.
and then yeah, I guess that's about it. You input the time you want to go
Yeah.
to. Okay, yeah, he could figure that out. Fine,
Yeah.
fine, he could figure that out. Now here's, however, this annoys me.
That we don't have it, or
No, now that too. But here, a couple of people here, they just get green peppers on their pizza. Who would
oh,
want to eat that? I.
and also they scrape them off from the pizza.
Oh yeah, so it's just a cheese pizza. What's the point?
Yeah, but that's an American thing.
I
We in
guess.
Sweden don't understand that, but cheese pizza is a big thing.
Oh sure, cheese pizza, but cheese and paprika? No.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I mean, it's kind of noteworthy that Michael J. Fox is playing like 3 characters in
Oh
this
yes,
scene.
let's mention that. He plays both himself as older, his son, and his daughter. And
Yeah.
here we have Flea from Red Hot Chili Peppers playing
Yeah.
Needles.
Needles, where is he? Has he been introduced before this point?
No, that's another foreshadowing or setup for the
Yeah.
third movie.
Yeah, because he's in the third. I remember.
Yeah, he's in the end of the third movie. He's the guy that they are gonna race against.
Yeah.
That they talk about here that screwed up his hand because he
Yeah.
crashed into that limo. And once again, Flea, he's one of those like guys. They're like, hey, I'm in a famous band, so I want to be in your movie. But he's actually a good actor. I mean, he's not great, but
No.
the kind of roles he gets. Like,
Yeah, he does
fits
those
him.
roles. Good.
Yeah.
But I
think he's
can't
great
see
here.
him as like a
A
main
concerned
character
father.
or a big character in a movie.
No.
He's good. He's good at this. Coming in for 1 or 2 scenes and then leaving.
Yeah. Like how he says, Fujitsu'll never find out, and he starts twitching. And then also, another nitpick here. So, this is obviously like a video phone, so you have to answer a call, but his boss just appears on the screen.
Yeah,
How did
because
that
that's how bosses work in the future.
Oh, okay, they just override
I
your
mean-
phone.
Yeah, or I mean 4 years ago.
Oh yeah, exactly. Oh yeah, like that's why the technology in this scene feels a little dated. I mean, it's not 1080 screen because it's 4 years ago.
Yeah.
All right, and they have faxes in the future or
Yeah.
4 years ago. That's a thing.
In every room and several in the same room.
Yes. Oh God. Well, actually, I do run into a few faxes here and there. I don't understand why people have them, but people still
No.
have
Do people-
faxes.
But do people use them or are they just there?
I don't know. I hope they're just there. I've used a fax once in my life, I think, because they had to they didn't want to email a contract for some reason, so they faxed it instead. I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, yes, the future stuff. Yeah, doesn't really work. There's no faxes nowadays.
No. But I mean, they did the best they could.
Oh yeah. It's a fun version of the future.
Uh,
A movie. I just gotta say,
Up.
And he catches her.
Yeah.
That almost feels like it wasn't planned.
Yeah.
She just
Oh.
falls, and he's not even there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and nobody noticed that the car left and slammed into things. He looks at it and then it's like, okay. This is kind of weird though. How he can come back, because the second he gives the book to Biff, he has effectively changed the past, so he should just disappear.
Yeah, but I
Not
was thinking.
instantly, but
No, but I was thinking there's one of those things like with the kiss in the first movie.
oh, okay.
So there's like a specific move that actually changes the timeline. So, for example, in Biff's case, maybe when he puts in his first bet
yeah,
or something like that, that they're moving towards that timeline, but they're not there yet.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's kind of the problem with time travel movies. There's never going to be like a perfect time travel movie, because technically, when he goes back to 2015, he should be in the alternate 2015 because he's already changed the past. So, but that's the kind of stuff you can't think too much about time travel logic.
Yeah.
And for what it's worth, I think the Back to the Future movies are some of the like best time travel movies when it comes to time travel logic.
Yeah, and I think also specifically this one is one of the best of explaining time travel very clearly. It's not only in how Doc Brown explains it, but what we see.
Yeah.
We understand the cause and events of
Yeah,
things.
it makes
So,
sense.
Yeah. Which is, I think, why most time travel movies nowadays take a big note from these three movies on
Yeah.
how time travel laws are.
Or they're just convoluted.
Yeah.
Unnecessarily convoluted. I refer to Terminator Genesis, if you've seen that one. God
I actually
damn.
haven't.
Oh, good.
I haven't.
Don't.
I stopped watching Terminators after the third one.
Yeah, me too.
But then you saw Genesis, so.
I stopped, but I did see Terminator Salvation and Genesis.
Yeah,
but
so you didn't stop. You wish you did.
Yes, I kind of. I did never finish Genesis because it was so
Oh.
boring. I was watching with my sister. It was like we realized like halfway into the movie that we were just checking our phones or talking about other
Yeah.
things. And it's like, should we just turn it off? Yeah, let's do that. And we just did something else.
I gotta say, it's weird that they never notice how changed everything is.
Yeah, because
There's a lot of
it's very
changes they
different.
made.
Yeah, like he mentions, I don't remember bars on these windows, but like the dogs,
Yeah, but there was also,
the
like,
signs, all the
And there was
car
a
wrecks.
Yeah, car wreck beside the porch. And I don't remember the bars. Did you remember the car wreck?
But it's also It's just so we are not as familiar with the neighborhood, so we don't really notice it. So
Yeah.
if they would have pointed out, it would have spoiled it.
Yeah, that's true.
This scene is great. This is something we don't get often in movies nowadays. I don't know if that's great, but it's
What?
it's curious. Here, when she starts screaming here, or if it's the brother, they start screaming rape, rape, rape,
Oh.
rape, just shouting rape. It's like, hey, calm down.
I mean, it's hard to explain this, though.
Oh yeah. This.
Hang on.
I'm in the wrong house, place, time. I don't know.
I really like the answers to everything. It's the wrong house. Damn right it is. I made a mistake. Damn right you did.
Damn right you did. Oh, that guy is really good. I think that's no, I'm not sure. I was gonna say I knew him from another movie, but I didn't.
Okay.
Yeah, now he starts realizing,
Hey,
something's
this doesn't
wrong
look
here.
good.
But this is another one of those things. Like, so from what we understand, it's only like Hill Valley that is this like
Post-apocalyptic.
yeah, right. What about the rest of America? Why haven't the government stepped in?
I was thinking of that.
They've closed the public schools in this town.
Yeah,
what
but
the hell?
I have a feeling that this may be the entirety of America.
Oh no.
Because they're saying Biff is the richest and most powerful man in America.
That's
and
true.
he single-handedly made gambling legal.
Yeah.
I mean, in the country. So, I mean, maybe he's just the ruler of America. I don't know.
Maybe. Oh, and here we have yes,
Strickland.
Strickland.
Slacker.
Yeah. You're gonna steal my newspapers. I'm gonna shoot you with a shotgun.
I've never seen you before in my life, but you look to me like a slacker.
Slacker.
Like a slacker. I mean, I wanted like trying to remember the first time I saw this before I knew that it was an alternate timeline. Like, because I can understand Marty McFly, but I don't remember how I reacted the first time because I was pretty young when I saw this first.
Yeah, same.
time. Ooh.
This is...
Oh yeah,
Huh?
this is now. Yeah, they just casually drive by. Okay,
Yeah.
bye.
And Strickland, the
No.
badass.
Yeah. Slackers!
Eat lead, slackers! And running after them.
Yeah.
Hell Valley.
This is great. Oh, and there's the mayor. Oh, and the bum from the first movie.
Yeah. Wait, Mayor?
Yeah, he's the mayor in 1955.
Oh, right.
He becomes the bum in 1985, and he's still a bum in this version of 1985.
Biffs.
Yeah, obviously Trump. So
Yeah.
they're making fun of him all back there.
Not in subtle.
No. He even has the hair.
Oh.
But I was gonna ask you. I didn't ask you before. Which Back to the Future did you watch first? Do you remember that?
I mean, I don't, because Back to the Future movies are like 3 movies that always been there. I can't remember the first time I've seen it. I can't remember a time without them. But I think I saw the second one first, but I'm not sure.
I was gonna say that too. I think I saw the second one first, and I think that's why I liked it the most when I was a kid, because it was the first one I saw. But yeah, I think like we discussed. Did we discuss that before we started recording? We
What?
both kind of agreed that the first one is the better one.
Yeah. Here, we gotta listen to this.
Oh yeah.
Inside, you will learn how Biff Tannen became one of the richest and most powerful men in America.
In America, yeah.
The amazing history of the Tannen family, starting with his great-grandfather.
Yep.
There, yeah.
Mad Dog Tannen,
Foreshadowing.
fastest gun in the West. See Biff's humble beginnings. And his trip to the racetrack on his 20th
And here, here's the dream.
millionaire overnight.
Just hey, I want to bet $10,000 in this horse. Are you sure? Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
That earned him the nickname, the luckiest man on earth.
Yeah, I think here it is.
Biff parlayed that lucky winning streak into the vast empire called Biffco. Discover how in
Of course, he couldn't have started like a nice venture or something safe or green. No.
dilapidated courthouse into a beautiful casino hotel.
Yeah, he turned the courthouse into a casino.
Mm. God bless America.
God bless America.
As he searched for true love,
Yes.
and relived Biff's happiest moment, as in 1973 he realized his lifelong romantic dream by marrying
I mean, that's a... How petty can one be?
Yeah.
I mean, he married, like, supermodels, for that time at least. And then, no, I'm gonna get that one girl who said no to me when I was in high school.
Yeah.
I
I
mean,
don't.
Come on.
I mean, that's like a thing that happens. Like, I want this woman. She doesn't want me at all, but I don't care because I have money. And
Yeah,
like,
but I mean...
what? Like, he can't. He's not getting anything out of it. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
So what's the point? It's like, like she's like a hostage.
Yeah. No, not like. She is a hostage.
Yeah, an economical hostage.
Yeah.
It's weird. Oh yeah, and here's of course a
Callback.
callback to the first one. Was she doing the third one as well? Jesus Christ! You're so big.
Fine. It's just that you're so
Oh, I said it.
big.
Stop looking at your mother's breast, you weirdo. Well,
I'm just thinking about that.
it was worse in the first movie.
Have
He
you seen
almost
that?
had sex with his mother. Oh, yeah.
Have you seen that Mulaney skit?
John Mulaney?
Yeah, about Back to the Future.
No, I don't think so.
I think his latest Netflix special. He's like the guy pitching Back to the Future.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so there's this young guy, about 17. He's friend with this old, crazy, lonely guy. Okay, that's... Why are they friends? We never explain it. And then, he's going back to time. Okay, that's sound. And then, his mother tries to sleep with him. So, hey now!
Calm down. Yeah, that's something that, as like, the more mature I got, the weirder that plot got in the first one. It's like, hey, that's super creepy.
Yeah.
Oh, and here's Billy Zane, of course,
Yeah.
reprising his role from the first movie. I don't
the
know
most.
who the two other guys are, but that's Billy Zane.
Yeah, I mean the guy who's typecast as every evil
Yeah.
royal guy ever, or
Yeah.
high class evil man.
Ooh, have you seen him in the Blood Rain movie? Great.
No, I
Great
haven't seen that one.
The famous Uwe Ball movie? You haven't seen
Yeah,
it?
no, I haven't seen that one, actually.
Don't.
Weird.
I'm joking. It's terrible.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I know.
But he has a spectacular wig in that movie. It's looks like a dollar store wig in a I was gonna say big budget movie, but it isn't really. But you know what I mean. It does not
No.
look convincing at all.
Yeah.
Yeah. Here, she just but once again, like, why does he even bother being married to her? It just seems
Yeah.
like it's trouble for him.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
As for you, I'll be back
You.
here in an hour, so you better not be.
But once again, I gotta mention again, Thomas Wilson just chewing the scenery wonderfully. How far into the movie are we now?
We are 49:37 seconds.
So it's like not quite halfway yet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
soon half.
Yeah, so it like I mentioned before, it moves pretty fast. Like
Yeah.
we've traveled back and forth in time. We have changed history.
Yeah.
We've introduced characters and have changed these characters back and forth, back and forth.
I mean, and it's around here the movie actually sort of starts, or the actual plot starts.
Yeah.
Up until now, it's just been set up
Yeah.
for this.
Yeah, exactly. It's setting up Biff getting the almanac and then trying to get it back from him. But yeah, it is a very, like I said before, it is a very hectic movie.
Mm-hmm.
But it never feels like convoluted. You never feel like you've lost the plot.
No, you're always on track.
Yeah, that's just it's very well written. Not like well written in the same way as the first one with all the like little details and stuff, but just the pacing of it is damn near perfect, I would say.
This is, I always found this scene kind of weird. Because your father's in the cemetery. Okay, I have to go look at it because I don't believe it. And then he comes there like, it's true? Yeah,
Yeah.
obviously. Why would your mother lie to you?
Well, I mean, if someone told you like, "Oh, your father's been dead for years," I think you might want to go see the tombstone, and it's a way for Doc and Marty to meet up. I
Yeah,
suppose.
yeah, I get that, but I mean, I wouldn't go that second.
Like,
I would like,
I don't believe you.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, I'll go in the morning.
Yeah. Yeah, but the movie doesn't have time for that. They don't have time.
Gotta go fast.
They gotta go faster. We're literally running out of time. Or not?
Also, around, has Marty been out for like a day? He get taken at night, probably around like 7ish, 8ish.
Oh, in the beginning of the movie.
No, when he was taken by Biff. Now.
Oh, right.
Yeah, in the museum.
She says he's been sleeping for almost 2 hours.
Yeah, for 2 hours.
yeah.
So now it's about what?
9?
Maybe.
10?
Yeah, 9, 10. And Jesus, Doc Brown has done a lot of work in those like
Yeah.
4 hours or 2 hours.
But I think, yeah, because he mentions that he's been like doing like research. I think he's been time traveling, going into the
yeah.
future, because he finds the newspaper where it says that he's been committed. And you have, well, that's an old newspaper, but I don't know.
Yeah, because he said just before now, he said, I went to the library to get the newspapers, but
Yeah.
they were closed, so I had to break in. It's like, Jesus, in 2 hours?
Yeah, he's done a lot. That would that would be a good if they. Well, no, I shouldn't say that. I was going to say if they ever made a fourth one, that would be a good. No.
No.
If anyone's eavesdropping from Hollywood, don't. We don't want another Back to the Future. Oh, and about that. We do not want a remake of Back to the Future, please. I can guarantee that someone's working on it. Just stop. Cease immediately. Because, like we've said before, the first one and the second one, especially those two, are damn near perfect movies. The third one is good. It's not as good, but it's good.
Yeah.
So don't remake this. What they should.
I don't think you have. I don't think you need to be worried.
I really hope they don't.
I mean, you heard what happened with Princess Bride thing, so I think this is more. I think this is more people would be angry about this one.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Oh, now I'm just feeling worried. Yeah, no.
Take a deep breath.
Okay. Right, but let's say they made it. No, I'm kidding. What would it be about? No. But I was thinking about that the other day because I usually like question myself or second what do you say? I doubt myself about my validity as a film critic or a film enthusiast. Like I say that I for the most part dislike or even hate like remakes or like soft reboots and stuff like that, because it devalues the original. But I do like to watch. I don't do it often enough, but I like to go to like the proper theater, to the stage, to watch like plays that were written 100 years ago that have been performed for years and years and years with different actors and different setups and stuff, like remakes, and the same with like operas. But then I realized that works because you can't rewatch a theater. I guess technically someone filmed it, but a stage
It's not
play,
the same thing.
it's happening there live.
Yeah.
So we kind of have
A movie
to.
won't disappear in the same way.
Exactly. So instead of remaking movies, why don't they just show this in the cinema again? I mean, I get why
More
they make
foreshadowing.
money. Oh yeah. This is a big one.
Which movie is this?
It's the first one for A Fistful of Dollars.
All right.
I dislike this scene though because they've added stupid music to the scene. That little diddle-dee. I hate that. That's not in the real movie. You ruined the Sergio Leone movie. Anyway, right. I mean, I understand why they make remakes. It's to make money because people go and see them. I mean, look at The Lion King and Aladdin. They make billions of dollars just remaking movies. But in all honesty, if they would have just re-released The Lion King like they did like 10 years ago, they would have made a bunch of money as well without spending any money.
Yeah.
Because I'll go see old classics in the cinema. I got nothing against that.
But I don't think the studio believes a lot of people are like you and me that would do that.
No, I know, and I know, and the profit margin is probably bigger on remakes. But I mean, just re-releasing it, it probably cost them like nothing, like compared to making a new movie. So they would make a profit, but yeah, I don't know. That's the way I would do it, but yeah, that's why I'm not in the business yet. Here we go. Yes, that's the ashtray, and also a nice little setup. He steals one of the matchbooks, which comes into play later when he. Well, we'll talk about that when it happens. But yeah, so there's more foreshadowing here, and it's also. It's not really like super clever, but he mentions that old Biff tells him here like some kid or a wild-eyed scientist are gonna come ask, and then you hear that in the dialogue later, and like, okay. It's not super clever, but it's fun. Yeah, here. I don't see any resemblance. It's literally you. It's literally you. All right.
I do like how
Tell me the outcome of every sporting event till the end of the century. All I have
You're
Yeah.
right. When he goes to grab it, he just slowly retracts it. Nah.
No, I mean that we get to see how it actually is later,
Yeah.
and we can see how his version of events aren't really correct.
Well, yeah. He's sugarcoating it a little bit.
Yeah, he just I believed him directly, and it worked, and it was great.
Yeah.
No,
Nope. Because Biff Tannen is an idiot. Whoop. And there's a setup. That's nice. It's Chekhov's matchbook.
yeah,
Someday a crazy, wild-eyed scientist
Yeah.
or kid may show up asking about that book. And if that ever happens,
I'm gonna shoot them.
funny. I never thought it would be you.
Biff, you're forgetting one thing.
What the hell's that?
how many times is he using that in these movies? Like
Yeah.
15?
And that's kind of that's, I don't know if it's like they thought of that, but in the first movie he does it so he can punch Biff in the
Yeah,
cafe. But then in the future it doesn't work because Biff catches his fist because
Yeah.
he's obviously been told that story, I guess, by old Biff.
yeah,
But here, he doesn't. You know, he falls for it. He says, "What the hell's that?" And he turns because he doesn't really remember that from 1950s. So
Yeah.
I'm just thinking that the future Griff would know about it, but not old Biff or
Yeah.
regular Biff, I suppose. I don't know.
regular Biff.
Regular Biff. That's the only time he's smart in these movies. He's like, maybe he went upstairs. Biff, that is. Not McFly.
Jump.
What have I done?
Lead poisoning.
Uh,
What about the police, Biff? You're gonna match up the bullet with that gun. Dad, I own the police.
It's so good.
did you know what the production nickname for well, Hell Valley was?
No?
Biff Horrific.
Biff horrific.
Yeah, that was this timeline was called in production.
Oh, and it just jumps. Oh. But then-
Yeah, no, Biff Horrific 1985. Till och med, even. So
Ooh. I looked this up.
oh,
Carl Sagan, you know, famous astronomer, famous scientist man. Carl
Yeah.
Sagan considered this the greatest time travel movie ever made. This one, the Back to the Future Part 2. He praised the accuracy in handling the multiple timelines as what would really happen if time travel were possible.
yeah, as I said, it's the perfect explanation and showing how timelines and
Yeah.
everything
Oh,
works.
and then a little trivia here. Then in Back to the Future, the game, which I've never played, I've heard it's supposed to be kind of good, but I don't know.
Alright. The
Anyway.
Telltale one. Or,
Yeah, exactly. But
Yeah.
in that game, Carl Sagan is the alias used by Doc Brown when visiting Hill Valley in 1931. Yeah?
Oh,
We're not going back now.
Oh yes, we are.
What about Jennifer? What about Einstein? We can't just leave him here.
This is a plot point that they leave them in this alternate universe, but they're gonna be fine when they turn time
Yeah.
back. It doesn't feel like they feel like they would disappear with this alternate timeline.
yeah.
But once again, time travel logic.
Yeah.
Maybe not.
Yeah, that's one of those things that doesn't really. I don't buy it. That's one of those things in this movie. One of the few. Now I'm like, no, that doesn't sound right.
No, it doesn't sound right. But at least they mention it. But then it is, oh, they'll be fine.
Yeah.
Once again, the character of Jennifer is just in the way. She's
Yeah.
not supposed to be there originally.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Biff will show up to give young Biff the almanac. Above all, you must not interfere with that event.
What? Once again, they have to stop him before he gets the almanac or before he can use it. But even if they fail, they could just go back again.
No.
Why is everything so urgent? Why are they
I don't
running?
know.
Why are they screaming? Why are they so stressed? Stop
Yeah.
it!
I mean, they could technically just like go back a year. Yeah, we have a year to plan out the perfect heist.
Yeah. But no. They land 30 minutes before it happens.
I really love this. Just
Oh, yeah, they're running. Yeah.
yeah.
Remember the lightning bolt at the clock tower? Yeah. That event doesn't happen until tonight, so you must be
Yeah, they have like a day.
Yeah.
Ugh.
This is a
See,
nice touch.
that's how you travel through.
Yeah, but how do you get it from at the first place? That's
You shut up. Oh.
so my plan is you go back just 10 years
Okay.
with a laptop from this time. And then you set up a mining machine to get bitcoins.
Okay.
Because bitcoins never they don't have any prints, no time stamps.
Yeah.
Oh, here's your favorite.
Yeah. This is pure evil. First, he just steals the ball. Like, okay, he's just joshing around. But no, when you get... Oh my god! And he just laughs in their face for
Go get it.
for no reason at all. He just wants to make their day miserable.
Yeah.
Pure
And you see it
evil.
you see it in this scene too. He's just an asshole for no reason.
Yeah.
So that kid, fuck that.
That's why there was a Twitter poll. That's the mechanic, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's Roger Rabbit. I mean Charles Fleischer.
Yeah.
But yeah. So and they were asking like, oh, who's your favorite like bad guy or the most evil bad guy? And people were like, oh, I don't know, the Joker or they picked a bunch of different ones. Hannibal the Cannibal. And it's like no. Biff Tannen in Back to the Future. Pure fucking evil.
Yeah, so you go back, you get some bitcoins.
All right, yes.
Yeah, and you can mine. If you go back 10, maybe 15 years, you could mine like 100 bitcoins in a few days.
Yeah.
And then you go back to our time with the laptop with the bitcoins on it.
Yeah.
Now you're a fucking millionaire.
Yeah. You go back to
then-
and then you travel back in time.
No, and then you buy the gold.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You go
Then
back,
you get free reigns of the all time.
yeah. You go back to was like 2017 or 18 when it was like an all-time high. Like it was almost like $20,000 per Bitcoin.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's when you
I
go
think it
back.
was. I think it was more. I think it was a few 100,000.
What? Okay,
I think it was like it was insane.
that's where you go to.
Yeah. Because I mean, if you go back and you like rob a bank or whatever, you're gonna fuck up the economy. Bitcoins
Yeah, exactly.
is its own economy, so you can steal a few and nobody will even care.
Yeah. Ooh. I was thinking
Calvin
because.
Klein.
Oh yeah.
I mean, this.
You're gonna get it through your thick skull, Lorraine. You're my girl.
Ew.
I wouldn't be your girl even if
$1 million. Oh. This is just. It was meant to be. Yeah, sure, buddy. You'll be so happy once you're married. What? Oh, it's so seamless.
Yeah.
Like it's still the same scene when they ran off, and now he's talking to himself. Look, it just works so well.
Yeah.
I'm not even sure which part is like maybe not green screen, but which part of the scene is the actual scene, and which part is cut in. Well, there's an obvious body double. That's why. Don't look at the camera. Don't look at the camera. But then seamlessly. There he is.
Yeah.
It's so good.
I take back my previous statement on bitcoins. You were right. There were about 20,000 was the
Oh, okay,
top.
okay, yeah. Yeah, I
I
remember
was wrong.
that. When everyone was like, maybe I should get into Bitcoin. 3
Yeah.
months later, they just crashed down to 14,000.
But they were like the all-time high was actually $19,891.
That's a lot of money.
And that's dollars.
Yeah.
I think I confused it with Swedish
Oh,
crown.
sure, yeah,
Kronas.
that would be like
Yeah.
180,000 Swedish crowns per coin.
Yeah, exactly. So I think that's what I confused it.
Imagine people who like bought the first bitcoins and had like and just kept them like, oh, I'm not gonna sell them. I'll just keep them for fun.
Yeah.
And they bought them for like a few dollars, and then just buy 1,000.
Did you hear about the first purchase for bitcoins ever?
No.
It was a guy on like a forum or something. He was like, I'm so hungry. Could someone order me a pizza? I'll pay you in bitcoins. And one person, yeah, sure, took him up on an offer. He bought a pizza for I think it was like 2,000 bitcoins or something.
Oh my god.
But
Like-
also at that point, it wasn't worth anything.
Yeah, exactly. But
Literally nothing.
But say he just, he got those 1,000 bitcoins and forgot about them or just decided to keep them. And then,
Yeah.
like last year, whatever it was, he's like, hey man, I'm a millionaire.
Yeah. But why would you?
I don't
Oh, it was
know.
no, it was 10,000 bitcoins
Jesus Christ.
for one pizza,
For
a
one
Papa
pizza.
John's pizza.
That's $2 million back when it was at the highest. Jesus
And that was in
Christ.
2019.
Oh, yeah. What? 2019?
No, 2009.
Oh, okay,
I'm
yeah,
sorry.
yeah.
No, 2009.
Yeah.
Anybody about it either. Oh, there's one more thing. One day, kid.
Yeah, and here he tells him about the
No.
crazy-eyed scientist. Oh, there's not much to talk about. Trivia time. Oh no, I had something. No.
Oh. No
Nope.
trivia?
No trivia. Well, there's a bunch of, but I had one that I looked up, but it scrolled back. Haha, it says here, this is, it's just funny, I just saw this now. Biff's alternate 1985 incarnation, the Hell Valley one, was loosely inspired by Donald Trump.
Yeah, it's-
I'm not sure you can call that loosely.
No.
Oh, the plot line for George McFly being dead in 1985. Okay, they're calling it, okay, was based entirely on Crispin Glover's refusal to do the sequel.
Yeah.
Oh, he was
that's
supposed
fair.
to be alive. Oh,
That's
so
fair.
then he could have like met up with his dad, and that would have
Yeah.
been sad.
Yeah.
Oh, well, here's a trivia I know by myself. The grandma screaming in the background. You know whose voice that is?
It's probably Biff, right?
No, it's the
No.
director's voice. It's
Oh,
Robert
okay.
Zemeckis.
I just hope that Biff played one more role.
Yeah, he played his grandma as well. Oh, and yeah, once again, this almost farcical how they're just everyone's stressed and now they're missing each other and they're fucking up.
Hey, so interesting, just trivia. At this point in the movie, there are 4 versions of the time machine in the same place, in the same city.
There is.
Yeah.
There's
The one they just arrived in,
yeah,
the one Marty arrived in from the original 1985,
yeah,
in the first film,
yeah.
the one Biff arrived in,
All right.
and the one Doc buried in the third film.
Oh my god, I forgot about that one. Oh Jesus Christ.
Well, no, not at this point.
No, yeah,
when
before
when
this.
he was in the car.
Yeah.
That's kind of.
Oh, there were four of them. I wonder then. I'm just thinking. It's probably not. It's just. Could you use time travel to clone things, or I guess they would disappear. But if you go back to the same spot and just bring back, I don't know, a pencil.
I know there's like a theory that Flash, you know, the comic book Flash uses,
Mm-hmm.
that you can go to an alternate timeline and bring a person from that timeline. So in this, so if you take Biff from Bifferific
Yeah, yeah.
and you put him in the time machine, goes back to 1985, fixes the almanac thing,
Yeah.
and then go back to 1985, then there should be two Biffs, one from the alternate
Okay.
timeline and the new one, and the original one.
Hmm.
But I don't know if this works because in this they
Yeah.
say
They
with the
disappear when you change the
yeah,
timeline.
so I
So
don't think you can do that in this kind of time travel,
no.
but in some movies you can.
Well, yeah, I guess. Well, I'm not an expert on comic books, but in DC they have multiverses, and I guess that's different than
Yeah,
timelines. So maybe that's why. I don't know.
that's fair. That's
I
fair.
don't know. Oh, comic
Oh.
books. That is
There's
also.
also like the primer thing.
Oh God. If you want to talk,
Yeah.
if you want to talk about a movie that's very accurate but way too convoluted,
Yeah, primer.
Primer is a great time travel movie, but
Yeah.
you, whew, you really have to focus to follow
Yeah.
along. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I think I prefer these kinds of time
Yeah.
travel movies because that movie is all about the actual time travel. It's not just a MacGuffin.
Uh,
They're actually like figuring out time
yeah.
travel. Great movie though. Did you ever watch his other movie he made, Upstream Color?
Yeah, I did see it.
It was so weird. I couldn't get into it. I probably should
No,
watch it, but it was
I
so
mean,
weird.
I loved it, but I didn't understand anything.
That's kind of the thing. I was like in the wrong mindset. It was like I don't get this. This is stupid, and I turned it off like 20
Yeah,
minutes in.
I was going in with the mind because I've seen Primer, and
Yeah.
I was going in like, yeah, I'm not gonna understand any of this, but I'm gonna have a fun ride,
Yeah.
sort of.
Ooh, and that was an actual scene from the first movie, but they just put a binocular filter over it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's probably that's not his likeness. So
No, that's actual footage.
that's actual
so
footage. They can reuse that. Yeah.
yeah, that depends on the contract that they actually signed. So, but
Yeah. I don't know.
and also those laws came after this movie because of this movie.
Yeah,
so
yeah. So they
Oh,
didn't give a
rules,
fuck
not
back
laws.
here. Yeah.
Mm.
Ooh la la.
ooh la la.
Which another nitpicky thing that I'm not even sure that I'm right about this, but ooh la la is spelled OHLALA. Shouldn't that be oh la la? Ooh la la is like two O's. I
have
don't
no
know.
idea.
I don't know. It was just I was watching it last night and it annoyed me. And he says ooh la la. It says oh la la. But yes, that is completely unnecessary. I'm forgive me for bringing it up. Let's move on with the commentary. Now we haven't really we have mentioned it, but now we're back in the first movie. So like that would be. It's not really the same thing when you watch them back to back. But imagine watching this 5 years after you saw the first one. Like, oh, you're back in the first movie, but from a different point of view. That would it's a really nice concept.
Yeah. There's not a lot of movies done it.
Yeah.
Oh.
I guess I still haven't seen it and probably won't see it, but Avengers Endgame does that from what I understand with a lot of the earlier Marvel movies.
Yeah, but it's not they don't do it well.
They don't.
I'd say.
Okay.
No, I mean it's sort of fun, but it's not this movie.
No, but that's just like it's not that's not the focus of that movie from what I know.
No. I mean, I think there's only like 3 movies that I can think of. If you and Avengers.
Okay.
If that's this one, and then it's a stretch, but I'd say Rosencrantz and Guildenstern does it.
I've not seen that one.
What? You haven't? Rosencrantz and Guildenstern are dead.
Nope.
Oh, I gotta see it.
I know it's one of those movies. You've been talking about it for years, but I've never seen it.
Yeah.
It's with it's Tim Roth and
Gary Oldman.
Right. Yeah.
And then they do the same thing as here, but they do it in Hamlet.
All right, yeah, I was gonna say Shakespeare.
No,
Hamlet,
yeah, yeah. And then also, I think Lion King 3 did it.
Yeah.
I think.
I haven't actually seen it, but I know that movie is Timon and Pumbaa watching The Lion King and changing it.
Yes, sort of. It's not. It was years since I saw it, so I'm not an expert.
Let's discuss The Lion King 3 now for a while.
Yeah, but I think it's not as much changing it. It's more like what they did when the actual scenes were going on. So there's let's see what we did at this time, sort of. So yeah.
That kind of reminds me of, well, not really. No, I don't know. I started thinking about funny games for some reason. You know, funny games.
Oh yeah.
But that has nothing to do with that. It was just,
No.
nope.
No.
I just thought of the scene where he like picks up the remote and reverses time and like cheats on reality. I hate that movie for that.
Oh yeah.
It's a good movie. I get it, but I can't stand that scene because I'm rooting for the family in that movie. And when they manage to kill one of them and like they're able to escape, he reverses time with a TV remote. Fuck that. Fuck that. I hate that scene.
Just to go back to the movie.
Yeah.
Another interesting trivia. Jesus, this movie was supposed to be dark. When Marty discovers that he's in the wrong timeline, he's instead of going into the window, I think.
Oh yeah.
He was supposed to find his sister was a prostitute and his brother was a homeless drunk.
Oh yeah, I've heard about that. Yeah. Jesus. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, well movies were darker back then. Yeah. It's a different time. Because we're talking about alternate timelines. Yeah, okay. But that was like a yeah.
That's some good acting.
Yeah. He really. Yeah, we haven't really talked about that. I mentioned Thomas Wilson, but like, everyone is great in this movie.
Yeah, definitely. I can't even imagine a movie with Eric Stoltz as it was intended.
No, I wouldn't. I would like to at least like see those because they did film the first like 10 minutes of the movie or 20 minutes or something.
Yeah, I mean you can find them on YouTube.
The actual scenes? Oh no, yeah, that's true. Yeah. No, I have seen them. Yeah. I thought they were just stills, but I've seen those scenes. Yeah. Yeah, it wouldn't have worked. I don't think it would have worked. But it's an interesting casting. Eric Stoltz.
Yeah.
Michael J. Fox is a lot better though. No offense, Mr. Stoltz. If you're
no, I
really
mean
watching
Stoltz.
this.
I really like Stoltz as an actor, but not in this movie. I can't think anyone you could actually change.
No, it's a perfect cast.
Yeah.
Everyone's perfect in this. Even
another character that we haven't mentioned that's also really great in both movies is Marty's mother.
Yeah, Leah Thompson. Yeah,
Leah Thompson. She's really great, playing a lot of different versions of herself.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I especially in the first movie.
Yeah.
She is. Yeah, she's really good. I forgot to mention that in the beginning of this one. As always with these 1989 celebration things we do, I invited Leah Thompson, but she unfortunately couldn't. So.
Oh, of course.
But I extended an invitation, but she couldn't. One day maybe. But yeah. She's great. And well, this is a scene from the first movie, but I think the chemistry between her and Crispin Glover in the first movie is great.
Oh yeah, but I mean Crispin Glover, he's really fun to watch, but he doesn't play that many different characters in the first movie.
No,
as she did, Leah does.
Well, she only plays herself as a young. And
yeah,
old.
But she plays 3 really different versions of herself.
All right.
While Crispin plays 2 versions of herself, and
those
aren't that
he does 3 versions of himself: young version, the first old version, and then the
Yeah,
new
but
version.
when he's the old original version,
Yeah, he's basically the
he's
same.
yeah,
Yeah.
while she is 2 different characters when she's young and when she's old.
Oh yeah,
Because
sure.
when she's trying to be mother and she's no, I never did anything like
Yeah,
that when
yeah,
I
yeah,
was
yeah.
young, and all of those things. So that's what I mean.
Okay, yeah.
Um,
There's a bit more range to her performances.
yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, sure. And here's oh well yeah.
Mm.
When we get to see the whole when he has to stop the Biff's posse from
Yeah.
beating up the other version of him
Yeah.
that's on stage, not knowing anything of this is going on.
Yeah.
It's I don't know. Yeah, this sequence is really good
Yeah.
because of that. And this is like, is that an Indiana Jones reference?
It has to
It
be.
has to be, right? Yeah, because Steven Spielberg, he's supposed to be above that kind of stuff, but I don't think he is. He's like, we should put that in
No.
because I made
No.
that movie.
Watch this for the dangers and try to keep up, okay? Doc, come in.
Money, come in.
Listen, this guy's chased me to the gym and they're gonna jump.
Me,
You get out of there then.
yeah.
Hey, the one that's up on stage.
Oh,
Johnny Be Good.
Great Scott.
With the clock tower, you won't get back to the future. We'll have a major paradox.
oh, that's true. Here they kind of have to. They kind of have to hurry up because if he doesn't go back now, that would create a paradox which could ruin the universe. So this time they actually do have to be on time.
Yeah. For once, they actually.
For once, the stress is validated.
Yeah.
Oh, and this guy who keeps saying, "I think you stole that guy's wallet."
I think he took your wallet. I think he took his wallet.
I think it's cool.
He says that 4 times. I don't know why, but I like him. And here's also, well, I think they kind of changed the solo there, which annoys me. But anyway, there's like one scene here that feels like it's taken directly from the first movie. I mean, they just used the same footage. But you see this Marty McFly up on the rafters, and I don't know, I can't really figure out if they just splice it together or if it's a new scene they shot again. There's another one of those. It's just the whole melding of the different characters. It's so seamless. It's when you see. It's when it's shot from below.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's a hit. There.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, but that's
Old
that's
McFly is he's inserted into the rest of the scene,
yeah.
but from where? I don't
No, I think it's the same scene from the first one,
know.
only that they changed like the back,
Oh yeah,
the top of the screen,
Yeah,
or the
okay,
scene.
okay, that makes sense. And here, I like how his solo, like it fits. It's in the same tone
Yeah.
for a while, and then he just wigs out. Good scene in the first movie.
Yeah.
Okay, guess you guys aren't ready for that.
Oh yeah, and here when he runs into the bad guys.
Kids are gonna love it.
It's so. Look at this. There, the guy close to the camera, he gets one bag in his head. I don't think that would
Yeah.
pass out. Oh. But technically, I'm nitpicking again. But here, they are changing the past because old Marty didn't actually see them. And that's such a small change, but then that's like the butterfly effect. Like if you just change
That was very
any little detail, it's gonna have major repercussions. But I don't think the movie like cares about those kind of.
No, I only think they have like this. I think Back to the Future world,
Yeah.
that kind of time travel. There's only like important moments that needs to be. It's
Yeah.
the Doctor Who thing. There's fixed moments in time that need to happen, but everything in between could be changed a little.
Okay. Yeah.
That's how I think it is.
Where you going?
Yeah, it always looks like he's screaming at old Marty there.
Mm.
Where you going? And he turns around.
Little chicken.
Chicken. And this when I watched it yesterday, this was the moment where I realized that, oh my god, he's jeopardizing the entire mission just because he called him chicken.
Yeah.
He's a very flawed character. And I was like,
Yeah.
hey, that's really good actually.
Yeah.
It's good that he's flawed.
By the way, this kick, that Biff kicks him.
Yeah, here. Oh well. Yeah.
That's real.
Oh really?
Yeah,
Oh yeah, we connect.
yeah, that's a real kick.
He-
Apparently, there was a quote from the director. Wait, I had it up here before. Robert Zemeckis is apparently big on real reactions and runs the mantra: "Pain is temporary, film is forever."
Oh, okay, great. Remind me to never shoot a war movie with him.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was gonna say that it was I forgot his name. Robert Wilson. Robert Wilson? Wilson? Biff. The Biff actor. He was method acting. I'm supposed to be
Yeah.
evil. I'll just kick him for real.
Yeah. As was said here, it was enforced method acting.
Yeah. Now he's going to kick you in the stomach, and we got some padding for you, but he's gonna kick you in the stomach.
Yeah.
What? Yeah, it'll be fine. Pain is temporary. Film is forever. Okay. Oh yeah, and it's not really a car chase, but it's like they're
Yeah.
like following him in exciting like 10 miles per hour.
This is also like an interesting movie thing that we often see in movies.
Yeah.
That, I mean, he has what's it called, rear
Review mirror. Yeah.
Yeah, but he doesn't see anything until he actually turns around.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, he should notice that there's a car behind him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Eh.
He snuck up on him with a car.
And now, no,
Huh?
use
Okay.
your mirrors.
Well, he is stupid.
Yeah, but still, though, he can't drive a car. He knows what a mirror is.
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
not that stupid. Even if you were, it's kind of, you have to try not to, like, at least take a glance on the mirror.
Yeah. Oh, a quick trivia: the scores being read here are actually real. The more you know. Yeah, great trivia. Well, we had some. Yeah, the scene before this, I would say, is like an action scene.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I mentioned before. Oh yeah.
That delayed reaction. What
Yeah, classic double take. Like, what the hell? Yeah, all this is great.
Yeah. I really like this sort of, I don't know if it's called a chase scene or just an action scene. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what I wanted to call it a car chase scene, but he's not in a car anymore.
No. But I really like it. It's really great.
Yeah, and that's another thing. We've probably discussed this like dozens of times before, but this is like compare this to a modern like adventure movie or anything. This is technically like super boring if you compare it, but because the characters are established and we have proper like stakes and motivations for every character, it's super exciting because we're invested in the movie. It's such great filmmaking that we don't see that much of.
Another
nowadays.
thing is this movie, or in this scene, I mean, you've seen it before, but in this scene it feels real for me. Biff is actually actively trying to kill him.
Oh yeah. Like,
I mean,
an elbow
this is
to
a-
the face.
No,
Oh
and
yeah,
like
and
when
they're trying to run him over and smash him up against the wall.
Yeah, 'cause
yeah.
he's like a 17-year-old.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, I'm gonna kill this guy.
Well, that's something I often think of when like movies take place in the 50s, especially like movies
Yeah.
from the 1990s or 1980s. Like
Yeah.
bullies back then, they had like knives and wanted
Yeah.
to kill people. It was like, calm down. You're supposed to like
Yeah.
call them faggots or whatever, not
Ah.
to kill people. Jesus.
But I mean, maybe it was like that. I have no idea.
I don't know. Yeah, I didn't grow up in the 50s.
Did bullies kill?
Maybe they did. And people say that it's bad nowadays. You go back to the 1950s where they could cut you up with a switchblade or run
And
you over with their Fords.
Yeah, and there were also some racism and sexism.
Oh yeah, yeah. All in all, I think we're living in the best time right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're always living in the best time. Because like, humanity hasn't really regressed at any point in time.
No.
I guess the Dark Ages, but I mean, that's so long ago, so...
Here we go.
Yes, let's stop talking about humanity and talk about manure. Which is... It's a really fun callback, but it's a little contrived. Like, what is that manure truck doing there? Come on. I think it's even the same manure truck, D. Jones.
Yeah.
I know it's the same as in the third movie, Jones Manure. Ah, yeah, his face there. Oh. And it's such a... That's also... This is a really, like, clever use of the events of the first movie to kind of set up the third movie. Because you're thinking, oh, there's a lightning storm just so he can get hit by lightning, so he can go back to the Wild West. But there's actually a thunderstorm going on in the first movie now as well. It's not just a setup for this movie. It's they're actively using what happened in the first movie to set up this and the third movie. It's so clever. I mean, there are more clever movies, but like on this level, I can really only think of like Shaun of the Dead is really, really clever in its writing with all the reference and all that. But like, oh, and here's the setup for when he stole the matchbox. Yeah, perfect. Like it's hard to just think about it right now, but like any other movie that is this clever with its writing, I can't think of anyone right now. I'm sure there are many, but I can't think of one.
No.
Speaking of clever movies or new clever movies, have you seen Shazam yet?
No.
Ah, okay. Nobody.
You've been talking about it for a while.
Yeah, I know. Had to check back.
I will.
That's. Here we go.
Be careful! You don't want to get struck by lightning!
Yeah, we know, dude. Sorry for nitpicking, but he was not traveling at 88 miles per hour there.
Well, actually.
The flux capacitor wasn't capacitating yet.
Yeah.
But
I read there was also like a few rewrites because they couldn't decide on how he was going to go back, why he was going to go back in time.
yeah,
There was a lot of ideas and things. One was that he was supposed to be shot by a police officer,
oh no.
or the car,
Okay.
because there was supposed to be a plot line where the police is looking for the UFO who crashed into the Twin Pine barn.
Yeah.
And then they would see now at the end they would see the DeLorean flying around and shoot it.
Oh,
And
no.
that's why it would be like broken. So there was a lot of different ideas
Yeah.
why Um,
I think it's from this moment when I was watching it yesterday. That was like the first time in years, and because this is now we're well, technically this scene has to end first, but we're in the end of the movie now,
no.
and it's just the whole thing with him disappearing, and just moments later, this guy appears because Doc Brown wrote a letter back in 1885. Like I told you before we started streaming, I was just giggling to myself while all this was going on. Like it's so clever. And then the only person that can help him to get back to the Old West is Doc Brown. It's so good.
Actually, a bunch of us at the office were kind of hoping maybe you could shed some light on the subject. See, we've had that envelope in our possession for the past 70 years.
Yeah. 70 years.
It was given to us with explicit instructions.
Oh, and the little music cue there. We haven't mentioned that. The music in these movies. I think technically the first movie, because this is basically just reused from the first movie. I really, really like the score in these movies. It's so... I don't know. It has that adventure movie feeling.
Yeah.
Especially the main theme. Have you seen Ready Player One?
Yeah, I saw it in the cinema.
Yeah, they kind of because Alan Silvestri made the music for that one as well, and he reuses that little diddly-dee thing, and it's so perfect for like making you like think that something's gonna happen now. It's so good.
First, let me assure you that I'm alive and well.
Oh, he's reading the letter.
Yeah.
This is like the only scene like, hey, they could have cut this down. He should have just said, it's from Doc. We get it. He should have just like read it, and like the camera would like zoom in on him as he's reading it without saying anything. It's from the Doc, and he says like, yeah, because we only know it's from 70 years ago.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not bad, but it's like that I think that would have worked better. But here we are, back in the end of the first movie, in the end of the second movie. And just that he says there's only one man who can do it. And then we see this. It's like, oh, he's going to go back to the end. Oh, and the ending of the first movie is such a good ending. Or this sequence from the first movie, I should say.
No.
And also, we see this scene 3 times. It's in the end of the first movie. It's in this movie. And it's in the intro to the third movie. And here, when he starts running down the street here, he screams just like, "Ugh!"
Yeah.
Every movie has a different scream.
Really?
Yeah, it's something I just noticed, because I think this one is the best version.
Oh.
When it gradually increases in volume until he stops screaming. I don't know. It's a little thing, but this is my favorite
I saw the
version of
first
that
one.
scene.
I saw the first one and the second one back to back, and didn't even notice.
Okay. And then, there he is! Oh my god. Oh my god. And his reaction here is so good. Oh. Oh! I'm back from the future. Oh my god! Are you kidding me? And then, great Scott. Dunk. Oh. And like when he needs him the most, he just... And then this, to be concluded. Oh my god. I mean, because you didn't know there was going to be a third one.
No.
When you saw this in the theater.
And then you get like this trailer.
Yeah.
Is this can't have been in the cinema, right?
No, this is not the theatrical.
No.
I don't even think that To Be Concluded was in the theatrical version. This was from the
quite
home
sure it
video
was.
release.
I know that To Be Continued from the first one was
Oh,
not
right.
in theatrical.
Right. That
I
was
think
added.
concluded. But
Yes.
concluded, I think, was.
That was there. Yeah, exactly.
Because
But
they
yeah.
were filmed like really
Yeah,
close to each other,
back to
weren't
back.
they?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
they were released with like this one in '89 and the next one in 1990,
yeah.
or this one, the third one. I was gonna say, yeah. So this was strictly for the home video release.
Yeah. We were talking after we saw this. This after part trailer
Yeah.
really looks like one of those fake trailers that some movies have, like the Kung Pao had, or
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I mean, it really looks like that because you look at it like that's not a movie.
Yeah.
You can't have all of these things.
Back to the Future in the West,
Yeah, that does.
and it's just random scenes. Yeah.
Yeah, but then it was made.
They actually did it. Yeah, and it was also a pretty good movie. Yeah. I mean, it's still a good movie, but
Yeah,
it's not.
It's
up
a
there
good
with these.
movie, but not compared to these two.
No.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was Back to the Future Part 2.
Yeah, it wasn't that much actually watching the movie. We were
No.
talking more or less through the entire movie.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
So-
well, it was kind of when I was setting up the list of movies we were gonna do. Both this one and later in this celebration, I'm not sure when,
Yeah.
but later,
Yeah.
we're gonna do Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade,
Yeah,
and I basically picked those two so we could talk about the whole franchise or trilogy.
yeah,
Yeah, you know.
yeah. Cause I mean, if someone actually want to watch the movie, and hasn't seen it for a while, this is not a good commentary.
No.
If you don't remember this movie clearly,
No. Just watch it without any commentary track, and then
Yeah.
and then if you want to rewatch it with a commentary track, Robert Zemeckis and Bob Gale did record a commentary track for it. You should watch it with them instead, and then maybe watch it
Maybe.
with ours. You see, we weren't actually involved. We were barely
No.
alive when this movie was made. Well, I wasn't. You were, but I wasn't.
yeah, I were, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, this was just an excuse to watch the movie and talk about it, basically. But yeah, that's I think that's gonna be it. There's just credits left now. So thank you for watching. Yeah, hit the like button if you like this. If you didn't like it, if you thought we just talked over the movie, which was kind of the point, but still. Just give us a thumbs down, of course. But if you didn't like it and you want to see more commentary tracks, we've done one before earlier this year. We're gonna do some more later this year. Or if you just want to watch a regular live stream, movie reviews, whatever we decided to make on that given day, hit the subscribe button, hit the little bell thing, and we'll see you on. We'll definitely see you next Monday when we're gonna do. Oh damn! I don't have the list on me. Oh no. Well,
What you want to? What we're gonna do?
yeah. What movie are we gonna talk about next Monday?
Hang on, I got it over here somewhere.
Oh, I have it here.
Oh, you did. Okay,
I think-
you do it then.
Here we go. We're gonna do. Oh no, I have the old list. Sorry. Well, anyway, we're gonna do another movie from 1989. It's not gonna be a commentary track. It's just gonna be a regular episode. So.
Okay, here we go. Here we
Oh,
go.
you have it. Oh, okay.
I got it. It's gonna be Society.
Yes. All right, because we're gonna be in October, which is of course Halloween month. So we're gonna do some horror movies.
I hope
course.
you mean Spooktober.
All right. Yes. Spooktober. Yeah. So we're starting off with Society.
Oh.
But that's for next week. So until then, have a good one. Bye.
Yeah. Bye.